the national anthem, and the Air Force song. Second, we ask that you remain silent during these times, reflecting on the price that has been paid for our freedom. Third, we ask that you pay respect to the flag during the sounding of retreat and the national anthem. Military members in uniform will stand at parade rest during the sounding of retreat. They will stand at attention and render a salute during the national anthem and as the flag is being lowered. Civilians should stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may render a salute or place their right hand over their hearts. After the last note of the national anthem, and after the flag has been unclipped from the flagpole, you may then return your hand to your side. At this time, we ask that all cell phones and other electronic devices be silenced. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the official party. Please remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Bauer.
They don't, ma'am, they don't. But thank you, though. Have a good day.
I invite all who are willing to open their hearts and bow their heads, joining me in prayer. Gracious and loving God, we ask your blessing on these young men and women as they celebrate this rite of passage and the completion of a journey filled with trials and obstacles, but through their determination, perseverance, and the guidance of their military training instructors, these trainees have become airmen. As we celebrate this transformative work, we thank you for the dedication and skills of the military training instructors and staff who have poured themselves and their knowledge into these trainees. We thank you for the families of our instructors who have made many sacrifices, allowing them to fulfill their demanding task. We are grateful for the families and friends who gather here today, having given their love, support, and encouragement to their trainees throughout their basic military training experience. Gracious God, we ask that you would give these trainees the wisdom, courage, and strength they will need for the challenges ahead. Watch over them and bless their efforts as they continue to strive for excellence in all they do, today and always. We pray all this in your Spirit, which is abundant life. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Bauer. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Welcome to the Airman's Point and Retreat Ceremony. The hosts for today's ceremony are the Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Colonel William Fisher. The Superintendent, Air Force Basic Military Training, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Chief Master Sergeant Chris Simpson. From the 37th Training Wing, the Commander, 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Colonel Roy Collins, accompanied by his wife, Jennifer. The Command Chief Master Sergeant, 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Chief Master Sergeant Sharon Fuller and her husband, Todd. We would also like to introduce several distinguished guests in attendance today, beginning with the Command Chief Master Sergeant, 349th Air Mobility Wing, Travis Air Force Base, California, Chief Master Sergeant Brian Payne. The Career Field Manager for Military Training, 2nd Air Force, Keesler Air Force Base, Mississippi, Chief Master Sergeant Marian Navarro Davis. Although time does not permit us to introduce all our distinguished guests, the 737 Training Group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. At this time, we would like to recognize Basic Military Training's outstanding performers. These airmen have earned the distinction of being the top graduates of this Basic Military Training class. honor graduate program permits up to 10% of each graduating class to be recognized as honor graduates. This is both highly competitive and extremely difficult to achieve. To earn the title of honor graduate, each airman must excel in every aspect of basic military training to include exceptional performance in dormitory inspections, military studies, drill, physical training, and above all, be recommended by the military training instructor and squadron commander. As the airmen are introduced, please hold your applause until the last honor graduate is recognized. From the 321st Training Squadron, Cody Beer, Tyler Benet, Stephen Campagna, Eric Carlson, Jeffrey Cravel, Angel Ramirez, Kelton Gillespie, Matthew Head, Travis Javier, Hunter Nelson, Anthony Rowe, Zachary Wise. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Desiree Williams, Jacob Alexander, Rodolfo Araujo Luque, Corey Barker, Reynaldo Ortiz, Stephen Stott, Anthony Woodside, Ian Curry, Brian Gordon, Quentin Montgomery, Jordan Naeem, Tyler Gantz, Jackson Houston, Kirsten Dawson, Stephanie Dennison, Christina Hoffman, Charity Jones, Samantha Sanders, Romina Shirley. From the 323rd Training Squadron, Justin Hogue, Sean Smith, Sean Boyers, Lance Bartline, Karsten Barr Rowlands, Troy Savela, Tyler Welch, Rachel Barr, Olivia Davis, Christina Dorr, Alyssa Griffin, Heather Jarmus, Summer Miley, Nikita Ramsey, Stephanie Walker, Jessica White. From the 331st Training Squadron, Tyler Harris, Brandon Robertson, David Vaughn, Logan Barker, Ryan Bird, Dylan Fawcett, Misael Gomez, Antonio Hernandez, Usman Biogo, William Martins, David Hensika, Anastasia Atwell, Sandra Burgos, Carolyn Ecano, Reyes Flores, Emily Hayes, Allison Norman, From the 321st Training Squadron, Drum and Bugle Corps, Jacob Cole, Brennan Hillman, Logan Wilson, Samantha Priest, Michael Stengel, Jessica Batness. How about a nice round of applause for all of our Army graduates? We will now recognize our top graduating airmen for this class. This honor goes to one airman who has surpassed all others in the challenges of Air Force basic military training. This individual has been selected as the #1 graduate out of 718 graduates. Colonel William Fisher, Commander, Basic Military Training, and Chief Master Sergeant Chris Simpson, Superintendent, Basic Military Training, will make the presentation. The top graduating airman of this class is from the 331st Training Squadron, Airman Basic, Allison Norman.
This way you need to work and try to get honor grad. Looks good on your resume.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for these exceptional airmen? Honor graduates, you are dismissed.
Honor graduates, house, forward, hard.
Prior to this morning's ceremony, the 737th Training Group would like to make a special presentation. In August 2009, the Army and the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, established the Naturalization at Basic Training Initiative. This gives non-citizen enlistees the opportunity to naturalize when they graduate from basic training. The Air Force joined this initiative in April 2011. Under this program, USCIS conducts all naturalization processing, including the capture of biometrics, the naturalization interview, and administration of the oath of allegiance, so the recruit is able to graduate basic training as a citizen. To be eligible, a member of the armed forces must demonstrate good moral character, knowledge of the English language, U.S. government history, and attach themselves by taking an oath of allegiance to the U.S. Constitution. Standing before you are the Air Force's candidates for this week's graduating class. They have successfully completed this process, and after this day, will be known as United States citizens. Sandra Burgos from Mexico. Paulo Luis Panganiban from the Philippines. Adrisa Diaby from Mali. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as Officer Fred Olivelle will come forward and administer the oath of allegiance. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, the 737th training groups, military training instructors, will begin marching the graduates onto the retreat pad for today's ceremony. The flights before you today are named after Air Force pioneers who have made significant contributions to our enlisted heritage. They have special meaning to all airmen, especially to those who are transitioning from civilians to warrior airmen of character. Today's graduates make up these heritage flights and will continue to shape our Air Force. In the military, ceremonies are held to record distinctive honors to national symbols or individuals on special occasions. Ceremonies are also used to display the proficiency and state of training of the airmen in a command and promote teamwork and pride in an Air Force organization. Lastly, these ceremonies are used to contribute to public morale by displaying symbolically the strength and unity of the military in support of our nation. All of the movements that you will see them perform today are known as drill. The purpose of drill is to enable a commander or non-commissioned officer, such as the military training instructor, the ability to move their units from one place to another in an orderly manner, to aid in disciplinary training and instilling habits of precision and response to the leader's orders, and to provide for the development of all airmen in the practice of commanding formation. During the march-on, applause is appropriate, but please limit your applause so that others may hear the narration of the squadron and heritage flight as they pass the fire lane while entering the retreat pad. At the conclusion of the ceremony, please remain in place until the flights are dismissed. Now entering the retreat pad is the 737 Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps from the 321st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force No. 14, Murray Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Jack Lozano and Technical Sergeant Daryl Rindy. They are performing under the direction of Master Sergeant Sherry Wing. The 322nd Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force No. 1, Airy Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Armida Disico. From the 322nd Training Squadron, representing an Air Force Commendation Medal recipient, Cox Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Derek Kenny. From the 322nd Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force No. 4, Barnes Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Jeremy Hayes. From the 322nd Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force No. 5, Gaylor Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Michael DeLucy. From the 331st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 3, Kissling Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Charlie Freeman. From the 331st Training Squadron, representing the Air Force's 1st Female Chief Master Sergeant, Peterson Flight, led by Master Sergeant Jerome Johnson. From the 331st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 13, Finch Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Joseph Ingram. From the 331st Training Squadron, representing a Medal of Honor recipient, Smith Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Timothy Listenby. From the 321st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 9, Vinegar Flight, led by Master Sergeant Adrian Hall. From the 321st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 12, Benkin Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Riley Button. From the 323rd Training Squadron, representing an Air Force Combat Action Medal recipient, Blue Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Kenneth Buick. From the 323rd Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 16, Roy Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Ernest Bettis. From the 323rd Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 17, Cody Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Levi Huff. From the 323rd Training Squadron, representing a Medal of Honor recipient, Matthews Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Celebrity Robertson. This morning, we pay special tribute to the men and women before us. They have successfully completed all graduation requirements and have demonstrated that they are ready to take their place as airmen in the world's greatest Air Force. We will mark their transition today from trainees to airmen by presenting them with the coveted Airman's Coin. Today's ceremony celebrates the remarkable accomplishments of this graduating class. Our nation's future rests upon the dedication of this new class of warriors who we honor today. Chief Master Sergeant Simpson will now say a few words.
Before we get started, it's a little too quiet out here. Could you make a little noise, please, for these folks? Much better. Trainees, for the last 7.5 weeks, your military training instructors have challenged you to reach your maximum potential, both physically and mentally. They prepared you for service to our great country and our Air Force. In a moment, they will present you the coveted Airman's Coin, signifying your completion of Air Force basic military training. This simple coin symbolizes our Air Force core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. These core values are the price of admission to serve in our Air Force and earning the title Airman as we team with our joint and coalition partners in completing our assigned missions worldwide. No matter how long you serve in the blue, as of this day, you will be known as an Airman for life. As the Superintendent of Basic Military Training, I hereby acknowledge your completion of basic training graduation requirements, recommend to the Commander that you receive your Airman's Coin. Trainees, today you've earned the title Airman. Congratulations. Military training instructors, you may proceed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander, Basic Military Training, Colonel Fisher.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of them now? Colonel and Mrs. Collins, fellow senior leaders, BMT professionals, and especially our family and friends visiting us today, thank you so much for attending today's Airman's Coin Ceremony. It is my great honor to introduce to you our nation's newest Airman. But ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take just a moment to share with you today how 3 special groups of people have made this day possible. To the military training instructors, thank you. You are the most professional, selfless, dedicated NCOs and senior NCOs in our Air Force. You have invested yourselves into every individual in your flight, and you have molded them into airmen of character that embody our core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. I am so proud to serve beside you and watch as you grow the future of our Air Force. The airmen standing before us today are your legacy. You should be proud of the fact that you make our Air Force better with every airman you train. Now, for the family and friends visiting with us here today, your airmen will speak about their MTIs in ways that you have never heard them speak about anyone ever before. So ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to thank any MTI you see during your stay with us. These professionals build our nation's sword and its shield, its sentries and avengers. They ensure that only those individuals worthy to continue our tradition of honor and our legacy of valor wear the uniform of the world's greatest Air Force. And ladies and gentlemen, these MTIs deserve our thanks. Now, to the second group with us here today, our honored guests, the family and friends in the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, just a few short weeks ago, you trusted us with your loved ones. Today, I am proud to report to you that your loved ones are ready to wear the fabric of our great nation. You will be amazed at how just 7.5 weeks has transformed them. They are disciplined, focused, motivated, and respectful. They've become a part of something bigger than themselves. Now, it might be hard for them to explain it to you, but trust me, you will be able to see it. They've taken an oath to defend our nation's interests at home and abroad. They will stand with our sister services and our allies to defend peace and security around the world. Your airmen have joined an elite group and chosen a special way of life, one that will involve sacrifices and time away from family and friends that ordinary citizens would never, ever be expected to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, your love and support will be more important than ever going forward from today. So to all our family and friends, whether with us here today or with us here in spirit, I am so proud to now include you in our big Air Force family. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Now, to the third and final group with us here today, our graduating airmen. Airmen, today you stand here different in virtually every aspect of your lives. We tested your mind, your body, and your spirit. You've learned our core values of integrity, service, and excellence. We taught you the importance of dignity, respect, and the wingman concept. These are ideals that will serve you and make you stronger for the rest of your lives. You will walk taller, you will be more focused, and you will earn the respect of all you meet due to the virtue of your new status. The Airman's coin that you received today is a symbol of recognition that shows your hard work and dedication. So Airmen, do not be bashful of your accomplishments. Your perseverance over the last 7.5 weeks has earned you the right to be proud. So today, you shed the title of trainee. Your well-earned title of address is now Airman. You have earned my deepest respect, and I look forward to serving beside you as together we defend the Constitution of the United States. Welcome to the world's greatest Air Force.
Thank you, Colonel Fisher. Instructors, place your flights at attention. At this time, we'd like to ask all airmen, past and present, to stand in a sign of respect and unity as our newest airmen now recite the Airman's Creed. I am an American Airman. Thank you. Please be seated. Instructors, place your flights at ease. The squadron selected as our flag security detail is from the 320th Training Squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Antonia Lilly. Our squadron commander is Master Sergeant Brian Sticking. This morning, we have honored our heritage of military customs and traditions as we welcome our newest airmen into the ranks of the United States Air Force. There are two purposes for this morning's retreat ceremony. The retreat ceremony is a solemn event conducted at every United States military installation around the globe. It signifies the end of the official duty day, but more importantly, it is to pay respect to our nation's flag. When we offer our respect to our flag and to our national anthem, we have an opportunity to reflect on the democratic principles that have made our nation great. The meaning of freedom, dignity of the individual, the pursuit of happiness, and national unity all come to mind when you think of our flag. It is the symbol of our nation to the world. Military members have a special bond with the flag. These airmen are part of the flag's tradition because they symbolize the spirit and sacrifices of the military and dedication to the defense of this great nation and the principles it represents. When we salute the flag as it is lowered, we ask that you think. Think about the flag flying over Arlington and other national cemeteries. Think about the flag being carried into combat by the service members who preceded us. Think about the freedom Americans enjoy today. Freedom without precedent in the history of the world. The men and women who stand before you today represent the projection of the strength behind our flag.
Detail, hit, act, forward, act. Detail, hat, cap. Parade, hat.
and gentlemen, please stand for the sounding of retreat and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Sound retreat! 1, 2, red up, play! Squadron! Present! Present! Run and...
The flag stands for peace, honor, truth, justice, and freedom. In the armed forces of the United States, during the ceremony of retreat, the flag is lowered, folded in a triangle fold, and kept under watch throughout the night as a tribute to our nation's honored dead. The next morning, it is brought out at the ceremony of reveille. The flag has been torn to strips and used as bandages for wounded combatants on the battlefield. It has been placed in the trembling arms of a grieving parent at the grave of their fallen son or daughter. It is flown at half-staff to honor our military members. The flag has flown in every battlefield of every war for more than 200 years. It has flown at Valley Forge, Shiloh, and Gettysburg. It was there at the San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, in the Aragon Forest, Anzio, Rome, on the beaches of Normandy. It was waved at Okinawa, Korea, Vietnam, Somalia, Kuwait, Iraq, and it is being waved today in Afghanistan. The flag has been burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of countries that America has helped set free. Yet, it remains invincible. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing and singing of the United States Air Force song and the departure of the official party.
1, 2, roll up, play!
Thank you. Please be seated. The 737th Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps has provided musical support for this morning's ceremony. From the 321st Training Squadron, under the direction of Master Sergeant Sherry Wynn. These airmen are also in basic military training, but have been hand-selected to perform for ceremonies of this type. Immediately following today's ceremony, Colonel Fisher and Chief Simpson will be available for pictures in the lobby.
Flight commander! Dismiss your flight!
As a reminder, airmen in the Drum and Bugle Corps will be released to their visitors behind the east side bleachers after they have secured their instruments in the buses. Please be careful while exiting the bleachers and while moving onto the retreat path. For your safety, we also ask that you refrain from running onto the retreat path. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Please feel free to come forward and congratulate your airmen.